So with all the talk about the officiating, how poor it was versus the Steelers, this play really bothered me a lot. And to me, it looks like a textbook rub. I don't see any contact from Seth Roberts here, and you certainly see this sort of play all the time by everyone, the Chiefs, the Patriots, whatever, with no flag, and certainly much more egregious in the form of contact. I looked at a bunch of angles on this. I can't see Roberts. This is Roberts here. You see they pull Ingram outside of him. And this entire play, I like to see this from the Ravens. This entire play is designed around Ingram getting open. And it is an effort to run interference by Roberts here. Not only Roberts, but both tight ends here. So they're making sure that, and the primary read here is the running back, that the running back is open and that they can convert this first down. It's 3rd and 4, and they end up, I think it's 14 yards they end up getting. So it's really, really nice play. Again, you see it all the time. And I see contact, very, very slight contact there. And it's the Steelers, 98, the linebacker, initiating it if there's anything. And that flag came right out. That call bothered me in the moment, and it bothers me now that was called. Ravens with a nicely schemed up play to get a first down on 3rd and 7 here. And looks like Lamar is reading left to right from Hayden over. Either that or he's just holding the middle linebacker along with this route that Hayden runs. Then the Ravens run this smash concept right at the corner here in zone, and with Mark running upfield and Willie running the slant. But you see Willie run right at the corner, do a nice job getting into this space, and the ball is out soon after. Take a look at the Ravens in coverage. This is a nice play by both teams, I think, and really great coverage you see downfield on these receivers and tight ends. It's Tony on the tight end. Outside, everybody's pretty locked up. But this is a timing route, very, very well thrown and timed up between the quarterback and the running back. You just can't throw it any better. From Patrick's end, you really can't play it any better. And I think he does a good job here wrapping up and holding this play to 4 yards. Let's look at Ferguson a little bit. I want to take a couple plays and look at him. 78 here. He might be expecting help. A little chip from the tight end. Seems like he gets caught unaware. You can see Ferguson gets right into his chest and gets under him. Really blows him up and gets a little bit of a quarterback hit there. But this ball comes out quickly. But a pretty nice little rush by Ferguson on this one. Ravens are in dime here, and the Steelers go to try to run the ball. It's interesting. They try to they asked their left guard to get out in front of Brandon here. And they basically leave him without help, and they go after Pierce. Pierce is having none of that. Watch him get rid of DeCastro, shuffle his feet, and force the back, along with Tony coming down in the alley. It's a good job filling by Tony as well. Pierce is just dominant here in the run game. He gets rid of DeCastro, gets out in front, shuffles, and shuts down that gap. Good backside pursuit. It's interesting you see Ferguson lose his feet here, but it's kind of nice in a way. And 78 isn't able to get on the linebacker. Bynes kind of scrapes down, and along with Williams in backside pursuit. Nice job in run defense. We get another look at how dominant Michael is, or can be, against the run. A lot of that has to do with his ability to just hold up at the point of attack. He's really, really difficult to move, even with two guys. He holds his ground. Another thing that you'll notice about him is he's very good at finding the football, the ball carrier. And then the timing is great here. Just getting off this block and making the play. So again, they try to come at him a little bit with combination here. And he holds up nicely. Real good timing getting off the block and limiting the gain. The Ravens are running counter with the left side guard and tackle pulling. And we touched on this play in a different video. It's a college staple. Teams like Oklahoma run this all the time. Interesting, they run this sort of fake orbit motion with Willie, and that could be a setup down the line. It gets him 3 or 4 yards here. You see the play kind of gets blown up by 90 by Watt. Just he beats the block here, and yeah, the play gets limited, but interesting play design, and I like this play a lot, this idea of pulling the left guard and tackle and running counter. It looks like a mid-zone run that Gus cuts back and displays really good vision. I think you're seeing that more and more from him, and he cuts it back, gets inside of Watt, which is no small feat. Really good vision on his part. Ravens got to get themselves a Devin Bush type. Yeah, he's pretty good. You see him here get off Yanda's block. Really springy, kind of finds the ball carrier here and gets, Gus gets 7 on the play, but you know, just a real sure tackler and nice getting off this block. So more often than not, they line when Bush lines up to the running back side. That's his guy. Come heck or high water, he's going to follow that. And this is a nice play in pursuit here. Justice Hill cuts this back. He sort of 55 sort of overruns it a little bit, and he gets 3. But you know, to me, this is a read option or a read RPO that Lamar is reading here, but to me they're reading the wrong linebacker. You know, maybe in the next matchup, just trying to exploit the fact that they'll line Bush up to the running back side, or when he lines up to the running back side, that's his guy. You could run an outside play here. You can see how quickly he gets off the ball in pursuit. And it's not that Lamar's got somebody wide open on this edge, but he could keep and run. He could boot that way, but they could design something on that side. I'm going to look at Ferguson again here. You can see more of the same, and we're going to look at one more play where he just kind of bullies bulls the left tackle, right? Ultimately, the ball gets out, so the left tackle does his job. You can see Pierce really getting a one-on-one here, which is what you want, and pushing the pocket. He gets flagged here. Interestingly enough, you know, the first clip or the first video in this video, we get to see the Ravens get flagged for a rub or illegal or pass interference because of a pick or rub. You see it clearly, and I don't have any problem with this. You see clearly Schuster running a much more egregious in the sense that there's more contact. To me, it's more obvious pick for this crossing route here. And yeah, that's not called. The hands to the face, which was just a little tap, gets called. But again, I don't have any problems with this rub here. I just have a problem with the Ravens getting called for it. And that, like I said in the first clip, that really bothered me. One more look at our boy Jalen off the edge here. Good job by the tackle getting out in front a little bit, right with the snap. He tried his go-to, the 78 here, is to engulf guys just with his size instead of a real. You see that, and I think a lot of times this looks like holding to me. Not in this case, because Jalen does a great job of getting under him and removing his outside arm. You see that? Picks him up off the ground. Really nice job collapsing the pocket. You see that rush in this game was pretty effective against this tackle. Not that he got home, not that you don't want to see him add to this. A nice rip move would be a nice start, and swim. And you see the quarterback escape there. Sort of a rip and swim out of this bull. He also makes you curious how he might fare inside on a guard. But